In today's video, I'll be showing you how I use the air fryer to make this bacon cheeseburger with French fries. For the fries, the ingredients I'll be using is potatoes, avocado oil, garlic powder, salt, as well as black pepper, and Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. I'll be using the French fry option on my air fryer, which is 380 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Here I have the potatoes that I've removed the skin, and I also cut them into pieces. I did rinse them under cool water and pat them dry with a paper towel. I give it a drizzle of avocado oil. I'm adding garlic powder, Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning, as well as black pepper and salt. Once I've done that, I'm going to give it a quick toss to make sure that all the seasoning is well incorporated into the potatoes. On the air fryer that I'm using, it does have a preheat option, which preheats the air fryer on 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 minutes. Once that is done, I'm going to place the potatoes into the air fryer and select the French fry option, which will cook on 380 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. Halfway through, I'll stop the machine and give it a quick shake and place it back until the French fries are done. While the French fries are frying in the air fryer, I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to season the beef patties as well as prep the bacon. The ingredients I'll be using to season the beef patties are salt, black pepper, Creole seasoning, garlic powder. I'll have American cheese as well as Swiss cheese to add after the beef patty is cooked. You can use any cheese that you like. I'll also have bacon. And for the bread, I chose brioche sesame seeded buns. The condiments, I have mayo, mustard, as well as onions. And also I have the frozen beef patty that I did allow to thaw out. Here I have the beef patties, which has started to thaw out. I'm going to season it with salt, black pepper, Creole seasoning, as well as garlic powder. I'm going to leave it on the counter so it can completely thaw out before I place it in the air fryer. Once I'm done seasoning the first side, I will flip the beef patty over to season the second side as well. As you can see, once I flip it over, there's some of the beef patties that's not completely thawed out, but I did leave it on the counter, and by the time the French fries were done frying in the air fryer, the beef patties were completely thawed out. Halfway through frying the fries in the air fryer, I did stop the machine and give it a quick toss and place it back in so it can finish frying for the remainder of the time. To prep the bacon, I'll take a few slices and cut it in half, and that is all I'll do to the bacon before placing it in the air fryer. Here is the finished look of the French fry right out of the air fryer. The outside of the French fry is very crispy, the inside is nice and soft, and it is seasoned to perfection. Since I just removed the French fries out of the air fryer, there's no need to preheat the air fryer. I'm going to place the beef patties into the air fryer, and I'm going to program it on 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. As you can see, the beef patties are kind of overlapping, but there's nothing to worry about. Once it starts to cook, it will shrink down. Halfway through the cooking process, I did stop the air fryer so I can flip the burgers. Once I flipped it, I placed it back in so it can continue cooking for the remainder of the minutes. Now here is the beef patties completely done cooking. Since I am adding cheese to make it a cheeseburger, I did go ahead and top the beef patties with the cheese, and I'll allow it to cook for 2 to 3 minutes just to allow the cheese to melt. One thing I like about the air fryer is you don't really need to add additional oil, and as you can see, there's slots in the air fryer that allow all the oils to drain to the bottom. Now I'm moving on to the final step, which is adding the bacon, and that will cook on 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 minutes. Now look at that crispy bacon with all the oil draining to the bottom of the air fryer. While the bacon was cooking in the air fryer, I popped the buns in the toaster. Now it's time to assemble the bacon cheeseburgers. Since everyone in the house wanted their burgers kind of different, you get the drift. I placed mayo on one side of the bun, mustard on the other. Then I laid the onions down, placed the cheeseburger, the bacon, and that's it to it. Now there you have it, a bacon cheeseburger and french fries all made in the air fryer, with the exception of toasting the bread. I could have toasted the bread in the air fryer, but since it had all the oil from the burger as well as the bacon, I opted out and just toasted it in the toaster. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.